So sometimes people ask me, they say, Brian, how much money do I need to save every year, every month to be able to retire? And I'd like to answer that question, but I'd like to start by putting the question back to you and saying, what kind of lifestyle would you like to have in the future? Do you want to have a lifestyle of abundance, or do you want to have a lifestyle of limitations and maybe even a lack? You know, for me, I want to have a lifestyle of abundance. I want to be able to live in the house, the type of house that I want to live in. I want to be able to drive the cars that I want to drive, the kinds of cars that I want to drive. If I want to buy something, I want to be able to do it. I don't want to have to worry about money. Some people want to travel. Do you want to be able to do these things, or do you want to have that kind of retirement? Because I see people who retire and they have limitations. And those folks have the kind of retirement where they have to say, well, I'll buy this car, and usually it's a very basic, not very exciting car. I'll buy this and it should last me. And our home's paid off, so we don't need much. We should be able to get by. Folks, that's not where I want to be, hopefully not where you want to be. But the real answer to the question is, where do you want to be? How much income do you want to have coming to you from your investments and Social Security, pensions, whatever sources of income you have? How much income do you want to have? And when do you want to retire? And what we do is we have software that helps us calculate it. And the software says, okay, how much money are you starting with? What age do you want to retire at? And we can do the calculation, which gives us an answer, and it says, hey, you probably need to be saving this much money every month if this is your goal. But I'll tell you this, most people in America are not even saving as much as a car payment toward their future. And I would say to you that if you're serious about financial security and financial freedom, you need to be making much more than a car payment. Probably you need to be making at least a mortgage payment, maybe 2 mortgage payments. And people say, wow, that I can't do that. That's a lot of money. Well, everybody wants to have, be physically fit, but a lot of people say, I can't get to the gym every day, or I don't want to go to the gym every day. How bad do you want it? Building financial security involves sacrifice. And hey, I've been there. I do pretty well now income-wise, but I had a lot of lean years building my business, and I was making the cutbacks, making the sacrifices, saving the money. Even when I couldn't save a whole lot, I was saving everything I could. And frankly, you're gonna make a sacrifice now to have a great future, or you'll be one of those people who makes no sacrifice or very little sacrifice now. And unfortunately, because I see it, what happens is those folks who don't make the sacrifices when they're young or middle age, the sacrifice is forced on them when they get old age. And people say, well, Brian, I'll just keep working. I'll have plenty of income. I'll have that life of abundance. And you don't know that. You may plan to keep working, but we never know what's going to happen with our health. Things could change. We may be unable to work. We may be downsized by an employer, and then we find that we can't get another job. Because guess what, folks? There's discrimination against, people not wanting to hire older people at the end of their careers. And you say, well, it's against the law to discriminate against age. It is, but it still happens. So don't live a life of scarcity and lack in the future. Come talk to us. We can help calculate for you. We can find out what your goals are, where you want to be, and we can help tell you, hey, this is probably what we should be doing every year to help get you to your goals. And if you don't use us, then a rough approximation is start making a mortgage payment toward your future.